Good morning, welcome to the allotment. We're down, it's the 16th of July, it's nice and sunny. We're in the middle of a long spell of hot, dry weather, and to be honest, I haven't been down the allotment for a few days. We've been away, so lots of catching up to do. I'll just turn the camera around, come past the beans. Those are our main crop potatoes. They've still got a little bit of time left, although you can see some of them are dying back in the middle. But if I just come this side the beans, there were, I don't know if you can just make them out, there were 2 rows of potatoes in here. These were Pentland Javelin, and these, excuse that doorbell in the background, and these have gone over quite quickly. So in the few days we've been away, they've really died back and gone. You just see a few of them, so I'm going to lift those today. That's going to be the big job of the day. One disaster we had is the sea holly is blown over, but it is still alive with butterflies and bees. So it's just a mass. So I was going to try and pull it up, but it's still growing, it's still doing well, so I'm just going to leave it where it is and let these pollinators enjoy themselves. Loads of gatekeeper butterflies. Can't count them, there's so many. 10, 20 perhaps in the whole lot. Okay, so, one other job I've had to do this morning. The loganberry, which is almost gone over now, we've still got some fruits on, but I've had to tie back. That's grown away like a bit of a thug again. It really likes the hot, dry weather. The fruits haven't been so good this year. Well, I say that. Perhaps we've missed the fruits. We haven't had so many this year, I should say, although it has given us a nice supply. We've put on lots of new growth, and that'll be the growth for next year. So I've just loosely tied it back, and then in the autumn I'll cut back the fruiting growth from this year and tie in properly the new growth for this year. Anyway, I'm going to put the camera down and get on with the work. Okay, so let's get on with lifting some of these potatoes. Now, what was interesting in terms of the buckets, we didn't get a very good yield, but let's have a look under here. Okay, that's a bit of bad news. That one's, let's lift the first one and then I'll have a closer look. Okay, so I've lifted the first potato, and to say I'm disappointed is a bit of an understatement. So let's have a little look. Okay, so this is the crop I've got. You can see that. And if we have a look, that's obviously been eaten by a rat. So I'll discard that one. I've got 2 more as well. That one there. And that one there. Which leaves me with, in fact that one's also been ate away by something. So that's the full total of the first potato. Okay, so I'll carry on picking all these, and then I'll put the camera back on when I've got them all lifted, and we'll have a look at the whole crop. Okay, I've just finished lifting the potatoes. There were 2 rows of 6 planted, and I showed you the harvest from the first one. Luckily or unluckily, that was the only one that had any significant damage. The rest all come up fairly clean, and the overall harvest is quite good. So if we have a look, there's the bucket, and you see the bucket's about half full. Okay, so after the first potato I lifted, I was expecting probably a harvest of a quarter to a half of what I've actually ended up getting. So am I pleased? Probably a little bit pleased with the overall outcome after lifting the first one, but I would expect in a normal year, or in a good year, that bucket would be full and perhaps have 1.5 buckets from the 2 rows. But never mind, I know a lot of other people have had similar harvests from the first early potatoes, Pentland and Javelin. Okay, so I'll give you a quick tour of 1 or 2 things on the plot. Like I said, we've been away for a little while, so I'll give you a quick tour. And we do grow certain things are plants that my wife wants to grow, certain things are what I want to grow, and we try and accommodate for both of us. So my wife tends to like the flowers. We agree on most of the vegetables, and then the one thing that we've grown this year in the polytunnel, which is my wife's idea, the melons. So we're going to look at my wife's melons in a minute. Do you want to show your melons off then? So if we have a little look down here, just lighted it, you can see that we've got a nice melon growing there. Could be some more. We've got lettuce and radish amongst this melon as well. We have a look at the tomato plants. Like I say, I've been away for a few days, so we need to trim them back. I've got lots of tomatoes on. They're not ripening, that's the big problem. And in terms of cucumbers, they're doing well. Although I've taken 1 cucumber plant out, you can see the big gap, because that had red spider mite. And if we have a little glance through, you can see I've got the same issue with another 2. I'll get the camera up. 2, so I'm probably going to take those 2 cucumber plants out as well. Okay, so what causes red spider mite? Well, lots of things, but the hot, dry weather is a contributory factor, and although there's a bit of humidity in the polytunnel, it's clearly not enough. So those cucumbers will come out, mainly to protect the others. It's a shame because they'd been cropping well, but it's a matter of trying to protect the rest of the crop. Okay, let's have a little look in the little polytunnel. Again, we've got tomatoes growing away nicely. Okay, so we look at here again, growing lots of different tomato plants this year. And it is just a case of waiting for them to ripen up. It's really getting hot now. I'll just share with you some of the other crops. So in the last video I did, I put in beetroot and calabrese, and that's in this bed and that's grown away nicely. What I did mention in that last video was we've got other beetroot, and I'll just show you that. So I'll just come up to the other bed, and again some nice beetroot here. I don't know if I'm getting this on camera, but there's some nice beetroot. So that is ready to harvest. So we've got some pluses and some minuses. Hopefully I can take the swinging shelves down, because the you can see there the shallots have dried out, so those can be taken, trimmed and used. Okay, that was a quick tour of the plot, and I've done the main job of lifting the first early potatoes. All the rubbish, the tops of the potatoes, the few that were there, they will go off site, because that can encourage potato blight if they're left on site. So those will go off and go in the green waste bin, together with some of the weeds like the bindweed that was running through. Okay, so that's all the jobs for today. We've just got a load of watering to do. So for now, I'll say bye and see you again soon. Bye.